Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm having a problem here with trailer lights. All the marker lights work, four-ways work, left side turn signal works. The right side turn signal isn't working. Been trying to track this down for a little while, and I found a little tool here that's really helpful. I bought one. I'm going to post the link in the description below. If you're working on lights by yourself, trying to figure things out, this comes in handy rather than having a separate person there. Hey, does this light work? Does that light work? You test it all yourself, and I'm going to show you how you can kind of find things here you might not be able to find because it happened to me, and this little thing here really helped me out. Found a problem. Found what the problem is. I went ahead and I just undid my hoses here. Got them all here, and this little plug here, this end will plug into your tractor pigtail, and this end will plug into the trailer. So what I did, how I found what my problem was, I took this apart, checked in here, everything was good. Took apart the box on the trailer, everything was good. And plug this in here, and you have a series of red and green lights around the ring here. And that will correspond to each circuit. You got a left signal, right signal, tail light, etc. So I don't know if you can see it, it's pretty bright out today, but right now I have the passenger side turn signal turned on. You can see that blink in there. So that tells us that the signal is making it here, so potentially a problem might be in the trailer. And you can test every circuit on this pigtail like that. If everything tests good, then what you do is plug it into the trailer, and then it will then therefore test the trailer. So if there's the problems in the trailer, the light won't blink. So first you test this, then you test that. Well, the problem I had was even with this plugged in, everything was still showing good. Couldn't find the problem. So I'm like, well, wonder if my cord is bad. So I plugged this in here, and it was darker out so I could see it flashing better then. But I just set it down, and I grabbed my wiring and just started doing this while I'm watching the light there blink. And I found that when I bend it in a certain spot, it stops blinking. So I have a bad cable here, and I'm going to replace that. But I just wanted to note how this little $30 contraption here, that could really save you some time. If you were to put that in a shop at a Love's or a TA or something, they might spend a lot of time trying to diagnose this for you. And with this little $30 tool here, I found it myself, and I can stand out here while not have to work the signals, or I could pull this around to the cab there and work the signal, switch whichever way I want it to go, and see if the lights are flashing. So if you're kind of guy you're working by yourself all the time, this thing can save you time, and time is money. So determine that this cord has got a bad spot in it. So rather than just replace the cord, I went and bought a whole new kit here. They were on sale, and my hoses have a couple chafes in them anyway, so I just bought the whole darn thing. And I'm going to replace that here, so I figured I might as well video it because I'm doing it anyway, and maybe somebody wants to know. So I just undid my clamps here that were clamped up to the top of the truck there, the hangers. And now we're going to set this aside a second. Your new kit here will come with, this is the glad hand end, and this is the tractor end. I already loosened them up, but these fittings will come off of here. So you can screw this fitting into the truck, and then put your hose on there and tighten her down. Now they're marked red and blue so you don't lose track of which is which. And you can see on the tractor, right over here, you can see our red line, and then, well, I guess it's not blue, it's black, but the red one's our emergency line. So I'll just set the camera back a ways, and you can watch me do it. Something I like to do, especially when it's brand new here, is, and then I do this every once in a while, like when I do a full service or whatever, take some dielectric grease, and I'll put a little dielectric grease inside each one of these holes on both ends of the new pigtail. Just helps, well, for one, it helps, you know, get a dry plug on there, and two, helps keep grease out, helps for conductivity, blah blah blah. So this end is good. I'm going to put some on the other end also before I plug it in. The truck end of it's all set. What I'm going to do though is when I hook up to the trailer and air everything up, I'm just going to go double check for leaks. But you saw me, I double checked my connections, make sure they're all snug. Now what we're going to do, just swap over the glad hands to this new set. They're already pre-taped here. Same with the fittings on the truck that I put on the truck. So we don't have to worry about that. Otherwise, wrap some Teflon tape on there. Alright, I got my glad hands switched over here. If you haven't done it recently, now's a good time to just put new rubbers on it. I had just done that, so I'm not going to do that again. We got that greased like I wanted it. And now the next thing to do is get it ready to hang up there. And just a little, kind of a little cheat, what I do here is, you got these clips that it's going to hang on. If you like how your cord was hanging before, just take the old one and stretch it out. Lay the new one right next to it. And then you'll know where to match up your cords to, or your, I'm sorry, your clips, hangers. So I got one right here, and the other one's right here. So I'm gonna just swap those over, and we'll be right back. It's worth noting, if you're gonna get new hoses like this, get the good ones. They had a cheaper set there. It's like $30 cheaper, but it was a crappy rubber. And don't get them cheap ass plastic ones. Get yourself a good set of hoses, especially in cold weather. You'll be much happier. You won't get tangled up all the time. You can work with them and move them. So I'll get these moved. Be right back. So you can see behind me here, I got them hanging up. We're done. It's going to hang pretty stiff until it gets stretched a few times. It'll relax and loosen up, and then you can get that curl out of it. But you need to just make sure that your air lines are not dragging the catwalk here anywhere, because that's a DOT violation. You're going to get some points on that. And one thing I forgot to mention about this little plug thing here is that say you have on your trailer something that's grounding out or shorting out and blowing a fuse. Well, you can take the corresponding pin in this plug and remove it so that the rest of your lights still work and you can get home or get to a repair shop without having the whole trailer go dark on you. I haven't tinkered with it to see exactly how that works yet. It's in the instructions, but for multiple reasons, this is a handy little tool to have. Link in the description below. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.